There's nothing new. We did it before. But for the not users, it is new. And also, I believe it will work for geotext integration. There are two different perspectives. I will look at that. The first is our common operational picture. It exists of text. At the moment we use Google Sites and I told before GeoViewer. But well, the problem is we use two different applications. There's always the question, where shall we store the information? In the one, the other, in both. We have input double, so we have problems. And maybe there is a difference. We have also a problem to solve that. Well, we need a solution for that situation. Another point of view is, if we look at all data, a lot of people in paper tell us that more than 80% of those information is geo information. Very interesting for us as GIS workers. But if we zoom in to those 80%, well, it seems out that those elements only used as text. And well, you lose a lot of value of the information. You get more value if you could also use it spatial. Well, we worked out a concept of geotext integration that may solve that. We have a single storage and we have a textual visualization and a spatial visualization. So when you change the text, the map is changed, and when you change the map, the text is changed. And also you can navigate the map by text. I start with a SWOT analysis. Strong, weak, opportunities, threats. I've taken different aspects for textual visualization and spatial visualization. And on the bottom right you see the legend. You see some aspects are better for text and some other better for spatial. But when we combine these by integration, then you see the following situation. So by geotext integration, you can conclude that the disadvantages almost appear. So we have a better situation to work with. I zoom into two aspects. When you have a lot of text, it must be organized, structured. Well, when I do it, I have a different logic than other people. And some people say, and my wife also confirmed that, there's a difference between man and woman, the way of logic thinking. Well, we have to keep that in mind, and it's easier that there are different routes where you can come to the informations, subjects, decisions, but also specified for a function, for a work process, or searching. And all those different routes will give the same detailed window where you can change, where you can read informations and change informations. The second point is navigation. We as GIS workers are familiar with navigation tool, no problem. But the not users aren't, and they are more common with text. So if you those functions can also select by text, the result is the same, but the method is more fitted for what they are commonly used. Okay, so far the concept. And there was a big discussion if it is new technology or is it proven technology. So we start a proof of concept together with the watershed, Groot Zalm, and with the Esri Netherlands Solutions. We start a project and we end out in Silverlight. You see a Silverlight and central is the map. To top right, navigation, top left, a text module, and on the bottom, very small, the log module. And when we open it, in the text module, a subject, I open, it was a proof of concept, so very limited functions. We show the sheltering. And that is the same information as the red symbols on the map. So if we add the map by mapping and add a new item, then the list, textual list, will also change, give the new information, because it is looking at the same data. On the text, we can change the status from no to be active. You can see he's changed with red, and also on the bottom of the screen zoom to selected features. And there the result is done by textual navigation. Each editing by text or by map ends in one new line of the log model on the bottom. And there, here for the wind velocity, when we edit that, the line is filled in automatically. In the data model, there is knowledge that it is the weather forecast. So that line can be filled automatically. And to the right, it's not yet active here, but it can be a hyperlink back to the text, to the operated text screen, and back to the map. So we could follow all the edits that are made, and we could also mark if we have read it or not. And we can select on it. We can select each field and the value of the field, and then we can filter on it, so we only see those informations we need. The second point is, when we edit value, we prefer to use domains, not free text, because the mistakes, so you have to select feature. Sometimes there are values that are related. The wind speed, you can give it by meter per second, kilometer per hour, or miles per hour, or for. Well, it doesn't matter when you choose for, the related information is automatically filled in. And the last point I will demonstrate of the proof of concept was vicinity analyze. You add a point and at a certain distance, here 500 meters, you get all the vulnerable objects in that area. In the Netherlands, we have a risk card as a national system, and the government and other authorities have to fill in all the vulnerable objects and the risk objects in their area, and we use those data set here. And you can filter on it again and select, etc. Well, so far our proof of concept, we were very happy with it because we demonstrated it would work. And it tastes to more, so we would go on. And we are busy with starting with the next proof of concept. This proof of concept is done by Hybrids. That's a national project. It's a facility for proof of concepts, and when it works out, then this functionality can become available to the new version of our national crisis management information system.